go into the topic. So it says here that we breathe in and out about 22 times a day. And with each of those breaths that we take in, we are breathing in how many? In between 100,000 and 1 million microbes. Oh my goodness. Okay, luckily we cannot see most of this or all of this microbes you cannot see. So imagine taking in all these microbes and we do not know whether it contains viruses or even like now it's COVID-19. So how do we protect ourselves when we cannot avoid breathing in all these particles? So it says here that not all microorganisms are bad. So probiotics are live microorganisms that confer a health benefit on the host. It reduces. I can see myself. I'm trying to reduce this one so I can see my slide better. Okay, so we do have probiotics, which is beneficial to our human health. In fact, we cannot live without probiotics. Okay, so there's a lot of researches being done, and there are a lot of evidence that probiotics play a very important role in our immune health. So when this Yummy Warrio was first introduced to us, I was a bit like skeptical because I said, how do probiotics help the lung health? So only after the launching and I listening to a lot of talks by experts, I found out that the gut health has a lot to do with our immune system, okay, with the lung health also. So you can see here, half of consumers already associate probiotics with immune health, and about 1 out of every 4 consumers associate probiotics with resistance to cold and flu. Okay, so actually this is the sort of the latest trend about immunity. So, and Elken is introducing this Yummy Warrio, which is, they call it PRETECT, which is protect, reduce, and enhance. This is a patented stability technology. So it's very, very new. So what is inside this Yummy Warrio? That's the most important thing you want to know, right? So it contains BL04, which is Bifidobacterium lactis, which is the probiotic itself, and yeast beta-glucan. So this is the 2 main ingredients. So it is a fun chewable tablet. If you take one sachet, you tear it open, immediately you can smell the strawberry smell. It is like eating candy. So whenever I have customer that purchase from me, I always warn them. I said, keep this away from your kids, because if you happen to put it on the table, your kids might finish it in one day. Okay, because it is so delicious. So this yeast beta-glucan is from Germany. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay, so this is one clinical study where they test this BL04. I'm not going to pronounce this Bifidobacterium lactis, which is very long. Let's call it BL04. So not all probiotic strains are the same. So in this clinical study, they show that between this probiotic and this placebo, there's a big difference based on clinical studies. Primary care physician recognized BL04 as the doctor preferred probiotic for respiratory health. So this is the one that can help our lungs. So this is the process of how they patent this technology. So I'm not going to go through all of this step, but you can see from here, RNA strand verification. So this is an excellent stability study, and it's a patented technology on stabilization process of probiotics. Okay, so when you take it, some people might say, how do I ensure that the probiotic is still alive and the bacteria is still alive and it goes through my stomach? Because we know that we have acid in our stomach. So because of this patented technology, we don't have to refrigerate it, and also it is resistant to harsh conditions. So that means it will go through our stomach without being destroyed by our acid in the stomach. Okay, next one. Okay, so the benefits of BL04: delay and reduce the onset and severity of cold symptoms. So in case we are exposed to viruses that make us get the cold, so you reduce severity and cold symptoms, reduce allergic inflammation. Some people who have sinus, we have a lot of testimony on this one. Reduction or of risk of respiratory illnesses, maintenance of respiratory health in healthy individuals. Some people say, oh, I have no problem with my breathing, so we can just maintain, and also stimulate antibody response to oral vaccine. So of course, we are still in the COVID-19 pandemic and endemic, so we need to protect ourselves. Even though we have already taken vaccine, we never know, because we know that we can still get infected even though we have been vaccinated. And one way to test how good is your lung, of course, is when you take a very deep breathing. One of my friends previously commented, he noticed that when I take my breath, he said that my breath are very short. Can you try and take very deep breath, he said. So I noticed that I always take very, very short breath. So maybe there's the reason why I normally lack oxygen. So if we take very, very deep breath and we find that we can't, that maybe the lung is not so good. And another test that some of my friends are doing, especially with the launch of Yummy Warrio, is when you just press and close one of your nose and try to breathe through the other hole. Okay, and then you switch finger, you close the other nose and see whether there is a difference between your left and the right nostrils. Sometimes some people, both of the nose is actually blocked and they're actually breathing through their mouth. Okay, so end up when all these microbes go into our mouth, there's no filter such as our nose. So we are prone to get this throat infection. We are prone to get sore throat. Every now and then we get sore throat. So maybe that is one of the reasons. Okay, we need to clear this nasal pathway. Okay, so let's look at this one, types of beta-glucan. Okay, not all yeast beta-glucan are the same. Baker's yeast and brewer's yeast are two strains that both produce long beta 1,3 and 1,6 beta-glucan. So you can see here, okay, some of you don't understand, never mind. Okay, so we have a few types of beta-glucan. You can see health benefit to the stomach, to the heart, and you can see here the long beta 1,6 branch and 1,3 glucan is the best, okay? All right, and the benefit, it reduces upper respiratory symptom, decreased rate of common cold symptom, shorter or average duration of an episode, and maintaining immune protection. Okay, we mentioned this already just now. Okay, most natural form of yeast beta-glucan. Okay, so yeast, we know that if you go to the kitchen, maybe you have yeast when you bake bread. Okay, nobody knows that something from the kitchen can actually help our lung health, right? So here it is now. So this one involves a gentle processing method by specialists in brewer's yeast, produce products with more than 60 years of experience. When I read about brewer's yeast, I remember beer. So Chinese New Year is coming up. If you drink beer, you must remember this yeast. Then you remember to take your Yummy Warrio. High degree of purity in the glucan structure without using aggressive chemicals. So these are all the process. So we can get up to 85% of pure beta-glucan and up to 22% of binding action. How does it work? How does Gummy Warrio help? Okay, so like I mentioned just now, 3 steps: protect, reduce, and enhance. So first is protect from what? From infection. Okay, improve level of type 1 interferon, increase the number of activity as well as the antigen presenting cells, NK cells, T cells, level of systemic and mucosal specific antibodies in the lung. In other words, it makes your lungs stronger, so that like this Superman here, Super Warrio, okay, it will protect against these viruses. So it tries to prevent the viruses from infecting the lung in the first place. But if the virus already entered the body, so the step 2, which is reduce, meaning minimize the symptom of cold or sickness that you experience. 27% reduction in URTI symptom versus control within 2 weeks. That means you recover faster. Doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. Especially parents, we are worried if our children get flu or get whatever sickness. So by giving them Yummy Warrio, you can help them to recover faster. And third is to enhance faster recovery and strengthen the lung health for future. Beta-glucan trains the immune system and enhance response to subsequent infection, so that you will not that prone to get sick in the future. Okay, so this, you can see this battle meeting here. Okay, to recognize the viruses out there. So this is the perfect combination. Okay, perfect combination for respiratory infection: protect, reduce, and enhance. So who should take this product? Actually, everybody should take it, but especially anyone who are prone to get cough and flu. Prevent cross-infection. Now we know that our children start going to school already. Even university colleges are opening up. So how do we protect our children? Other than giving other MRT products, please give them at least 1 to 2 chewable tablets every day. So they can enhance the immune system, because we'll never know who can infect our children. And of course, those who smoke, you have to protect your lung. Of course, if you can stop, that's the best, but I'm not going to tell you so. So if you're a smoker, please take this Yummy Warrio. And if you have sinus and allergy, sometimes people are allergic to dust. Like now, Chinese New Year is just next week. So people are doing spring cleaning. If you're doing spring cleaning and then you're allergic to dust, or you get rashes, then you have to take this Yummy Warrio. And those who are exposed to haze and pollutants, especially if you work outside, there's cars, exhaust everywhere. And also maybe if you're near the construction area, like my neighbor is doing construction right now, so it's very dusty. So I need to protect my lungs. And of course, against viral infection, especially now with COVID-19. So here we have, so we have this 3P, pleasure, because it's fun and chewable tablet, tastes good, natural sweetener, and then potency high purity, yeast, beta-glucan, and BL04 comes with 3S, peace of mind, non-GMO. This is very important. So it's how come it's 8? Non-GMO is not genetically modified. It's GMP factory, good manufacturing practice, and this HACCP certified, and it's also halal. All right. Next one, how to take this product. So it's recommended for children 5 years old and above, 1 to 2 chewable tablet per day. Now, some people ask me, how come 5 years old and above? So it's because it's in tablet form, chewable. You can also give those who are younger, provided you monitor them. Maybe you need to break it into smaller pieces. You have to monitor them because they might swallow it whole. And adult 2 to 4 chewable tablet per day. So like I said, it is very delicious. So I have to stop myself from eating more than 4 chewable tablets every day. Okay, so here it is. And then, if you are also taking other MRT product, of course, you can combine with our Yummy Warrio. You can combine to strengthen immunity, Alpha Hex, and also this Zenergy for metabolism. If you want to reduce symptom, you can combine with Kington, because Kington also helps with the lung health a lot, and our vitamin C, SC, and nutrition support. You can combine with our Elken spirulina and also our colostrum algae 6. So there's no problem. When you combine it, you can get an even better result.